Hey yo, what is up, guys? We are here at a co-working space, so I apologize for the sound, but we are gonna jump right into it. You guys give me, let me see if the questions are coming through right now yet. But yeah, today we are going to be covering a very cool topic that's very close to my heart. It's going to be how social media marketing impacts other businesses and e-commerce and dropshipping in particular, because that's where I'm actually known for. Um, but yeah, let's get started. So I know you guys all are in here for the social media marketing agency. So let's start talking about why social media marketing is key for increasing sales and converting your customers better. And yeah, let's get started. Let's see if anyone's in here. If you guys have any questions, drop them down below, and I'll go ahead and answer them while we go. So yeah, let's get started. Let's see if anyone's in here. That's kind of loud. Sorry about that. But yeah, so what I want to talk about today is how social media marketing affected my e-commerce business. So many of you guys don't really know my story yet. So I actually started I actually go a while back, but let's cut to the social media marketing agency part. So I started a social media marketing agency when I was 17 years old, and I was still in high school, and I was trying to make it work because I was really broke, and so how like I don't think I didn't think that social media was that big of a deal back then. I don't know why, but I thought SEO was like the biggest thing. It's probably because of Alex Becker, but I thought that SEO was like the king all and all be all for traffic. And then I ventured into like paid advertising, like Facebook advertising, Instagram advertising, influencer marketing, and like using social media, like actually leverage it and drive traffic to different pages and sell people. So it really changed the way my business was going. And because before I would pitch people SEO, and I'd be like, yeah, SEO is like, it would take you like a month or so for you to see results and stuff like that. But with paid traffic, you can actually see results right away. And that's something that is the beauty of paid traffic and social media marketing. And yeah, so how does this affect you guys? So my story is I started in social media marketing, and then I moved into dropshipping or e-commerce. And I applied the skills that I learned from running my social media marketing agency into my dropshipping slash e-commerce businesses. And what you'll get is like the first month, basically, I did 10 grand. So you guys can all very easily replicate this. And all you have to do is like you guys already know how to market. I'm pretty sure that like you guys are very well equipped with the course material that you guys have went through, and you're gonna be able to go ahead and kill the game. Um, but yeah, let's see here if you guys have any questions coming in yet. Okay, yeah. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and cover the next part. So why social media marketing is key for any business. So like I'll give you an example. So I was working with a hairstylist, and so this hairstylist didn't have a social media marketing, but they did have a Yelp. But they have really nice pictures on their Yelp, right? But they didn't have an Instagram or a Facebook. So I came in and I was like, I'll do Instagram and I'll do Facebook marketing for you guys, and I'll do like reputation management. And we slowly grew their page from like 0 followers to like thousands of followers within a month. And that organic growth from Instagram drove so many more customers than just Yelping. Like people going on Yelp and searching for, hey, hairstylist or something like that. When people actually saw their work and their content on Instagram and Facebook, like Instagram in particular, because like girls, for some reason, like Instagram a lot more than Facebook for these kind of things. And so we would use Instagram a lot more. Like I would say like 80% of all like the leads came from Instagram, and all of the hairdresser would just put up their content on Instagram, and it would go viral, and they would gain a lot of freaking like followers and engagement and likes and build an actual community where you can get customers over and over and over from. And this is something that all businesses should actually have now, and a lot of people don't have it. So this is their strength, that you can come in here and be like, hey, I can do your marketing for you. I can build your Instagram. I can get you clients. I can get you customers. Hopefully, you guys understand what I'm saying here. Let me know if I'm talking too quietly. Let's see here. All right, Pedro. When making a store, do you make a store solely? Wait, sorry. When making a store, do you make a store solely producing a specific niche product? Like if you were selling household, do you make a Shopify only selling household items, or should you put various random things in your first Shopify store? If you guys are building a first Shopify store for dropshipping, I recommend a general store because that gives you more like flexibility for you guys to test different products. Because when I was starting out on dropshipping and like finding products that would win, like I always picked the wrong product. I didn't have like the gut feeling, and like I was like, oh, hey, maybe this will work, or maybe that will work. But when you guys start out, you guys don't really understand how to pick products and how to like, let's just say, what key components would make a good product. So I would recommend you guys doing a general store. So Pedro, don't do a niche store. So when you build your first Shopify store, if you're doing dropship, unless you already have like a company, let's just say you're running like a retail company or like a wholesale company that you guys sell a niche product, you guys can go ahead and build out a niche store, and that would work really, really well. To give you an example, like if you have a store, if you have a wholesale business already that you're working with that sells shoes, then you can go ahead and make a niche shoe store. Does that make sense, Pedro? Let me know. I can answer more questions here. But yeah, so basically, if you guys don't know already what dropshipping is, it's basically where it's a business model, or like like a lot of people don't consider it a business, but it's a way where a customer goes to your store. So it'd be like a Shopify store or Wix or Squarespace or any of that kind of like store online platform, and they go ahead and place an order. And after they place an order, you go to your fulfiller or supplier or whatever, and you place an order with them, and they go ahead and ship out the product to the customer. And that's a way where you can minimize risk, and also you don't have to carry any storage. Like you don't have to carry any products, you don't have to store them anywhere. So this is really beneficial to beginners because it allows you to start a business without any risk, basically. Besides like what I think the Shopify starting plan is like $29. But besides that, you don't really have any other costs, and well, Facebook ads obviously, but it's very, very, very low risk, and it's very low entry, like a business that's very low entry. So, but yeah, let me see here. Let's see, refresh this. Pedro, you're fucking awesome. Maybe I can meet you one day. Yeah, we'll see. You can go ahead and DM me on Instagram. But yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and continue on. So let's talk about how to actually run a Facebook ads for e-commerce and dropshipping stores. So basically, you guys already know how to run like paid advertising, I assume, and you guys know how to set up a Facebook ad account. You know how to like do all of this for your clients. Now, how do you guys actually do it for yourself? So what you want to do is, like, instead of doing like, okay, for a client, like let's just say a hairdresser, you can use the same tactics that you're using, like for example, like just running ads to like interest-based audience and just use it directed to a e-commerce website, and you'll find that it works really well too. And we can go ahead and like you can go ahead and just run traffic that way, and people will convert on your site. Like usually it's a 1 or 2% conversion rate, and then all you do is just have your supplier just fulfill the orders, and that's how business works. But a lot of people struggle with finding a good product. So let's just talk about how you find a good product. So there's a couple things that I look for when finding a product. First thing, it has to have a passionate audience. So you can't be selling like toothbrushes. Like I don't know, or maybe one person that's like super passionate about keeping their teeth clean. Like unless it's a very, very cool, innovative product, I wouldn't really recommend selling toothbrushes. But you want to have like a passionate audience, like people who like, books, or people who like scrapbooking, or people who like, calligraphy. Like these people have very, very like, they're very like, how to say, interested in that particular topic. But those niches are kind of small. You can do like parents, you can do like beauty, you can do like, the grandparents niche is huge. You can do like, firefighter, like the veterans niche, the American like patriots. You can do all this stuff, like, and it works very, very well because they have a very like cult-like following on social media platforms. So you can go ahead and tap into that, and you can find products in that niche that work very, very well. And of course, as always, you're testing this on a general store. So we're gonna go ahead and talk about after you found a niche, how are you gonna find a product in that niche. So you can go on Facebook and you can search up products that are doing very well. Like for example, you search up health and beauty on Facebook, and it'll come up with like black masks and like mirrors and like all these other products that you can test. And I would recommend you guys to buy the product and film a homemade video and go ahead and throw it up on Facebook and run traffic to it. And this works very, very well. I actually do that to this day. And you'll find that if you filmed it the right way and the product is, like very interesting or has like a selling point, you'll see that it will start to have engagement. People will like it, comment, share, and you're going to see like sales coming in as well. That's a method. That's a very beginner method. You can also do like you can go on other people's stores that are doing very well. You can use intelligence and all these softwares. We're not going to tap into that right now, but that works also very well. Would you advise working with Amazon for dropshipping? Sometimes, if the only time I would work with Amazon for dropshipping, as like Amazon as my fulfillment company on the back end, it would only make sense if that product is very, very cheap on Amazon, and the AliExpress supplier their pricing is very expensive on AliExpress or Alibaba or whatever, or Etsy or eBay or whatever. If their pricing isn't that different, if it's just $1 or $2 difference more expensive on Amazon, I'll probably go pick Amazon, and you just directly order from Amazon to the customer, and you sell it for a higher price. Basically, it's like arbitrage, basically. But yeah, I wouldn't recommend that for beginners starting out. I would recommend AliExpress. But if you want to try it, and if you see a product that's low, like price very low, and you see an opportunity that you can have margin, you can fit your margins into it, then why not? You can go ahead and try it. But anyways, so we'll talk about after that. After finding a product, what are you gonna do? Like, when you created a video, then how are you gonna build out your store, right? How are you gonna build your landing pages? How are you gonna get people to convert when they go from your ad to your actual store? You're gonna have to do some hard selling, because like it's the hardest to get a person. It's the easiest. The easiest is to get people to give you their like name, email, and phone number. That's the easiest for in like conversion, like lead generation world. But it's very, very hard actually to get someone to purchase from you after seeing an ad from you for the first time ever. So they've never heard of you, and they've never seen an ad from you, and you're asking them to go ahead and purchase a product or service from you right away. I'm sorry, it's kind of loud here. Hopefully that doesn't distract some of you guys. But yeah, it's kind of hard, and that's where you have to build a very, very good landing page or like a product description page. So key elements that you guys need for this stuff to in order for it to convert is you guys want to have a good product description and good product photos. And you guys can. The crazy thing is, like, if your ad is good enough, like if your product, like your ad on Facebook is good enough, people will convert. Like sometimes, if you're missing, like I see like some pages, some landing pages from other companies that like are very, very bad, but they still convert. So you don't have to make it absolutely perfect, but you definitely have to have like good photos, good product description, maybe guarantees, trust seals, and reviews if you can. Those are really key. And honestly, that's pretty much like the outline of drop shipping. And there's definitely a lot more to that, but that's pretty much the outline right now. So if you guys have any more questions, feel free to drop them down below. We can do a Q&A. Let me know if you guys can hear me correctly. I know it's kind of loud here. But yeah, what kind of questions do you guys have? Let's answer some questions right now. We'll take a little. It's been 20 minutes. So let's see here. Let's reload. Okay, I don't see any questions uploading into the SMA live call, so we're just gonna keep moving on. But yeah, let's see here. Let's talk about like how to. So I'm trying to think of a way we can help you guys. Do you guys want to know more about dropshipping, or do you guys want to know more about SMMA, like social media marketing agency? Just let me know. But in the meanwhile, welcome to the live call. If you guys don't know me already, I'm Vince, and yeah, I do e-commerce, and I've been an entrepreneur since 17, and actually 15, my bad, 15, and I'm 19 years old right now, and man, it's been interesting. Okay, I don't see any questions coming through. Oh, a lot of questions actually came through. Oh, I didn't actually see anything. So Tevin, I got my first client, a beauty center in Latin America. They have already a community manager for Facebook and Instagram. I have 3 months to show her some results. She will pay me $300. What is already a lot for her? What is the minimum I should ask her to spend on Facebook ads? I will focus on Facebook, but I will supervise Instagram by her community manager. What strategy should I have? Should I focus on getting leads, getting followers, or should I continue to sell more products? So a beauty center. So I'd assume that they sell services and products. So they sell like haircuts, and they sell like like dyeing hair dyeing services, like like curling, whatever you would regularly get. And they would also have products. So they would have like mousse or gel or whatever girls use these days, like dry shampoo or whatever they use. So if they're more focused, you should ask them like All right, what are you most focused on? Like, are you most focused on selling physical products, or are you more focused on selling like services? Like, oh, I want clients to come in and like I want clients to come in and give like me money for haircuts and dyeing their hair or whatever. So, but if I was you, I would definitely focus on doing Facebook advertising. I would focus on running like Facebook ads to people in the local vicinity. So wherever that city is in Latin America, plus maybe 5 miles for like people who want to drive. And I would go ahead and target them on Facebook and Instagram. So you select placements, and you would select Facebook feeds, and then you would unselect like instant stories or whatever, and use instant articles, and you would go down and unselect all of them, and then select Instagram feed, and then I would target that, and I would go and people interested in hair, people interested in hairstyling, people interested in like people around the area that are interested in like maybe like hairdressing or whatever. You can look. There's a lot of interest that could be very, very, very beneficial. And I would make an ad of this hair center or whatever, beauty center, like maybe a walkthrough, and maybe like people getting their hair like taken care of, or like our beauty center, or like whatever services they have. Make a video and throw it up and see. And I would optimize for a landing page view. So you would have a landing page after this ad, and you would do a landing page, and then you would have like, oh, book an appointment, buy products or whatever it is. I don't think you should focus on getting followers first right now. I think if you run ads, you'll get followers anyways. And if they like the content on the Instagram, they're gonna get followers from your ads anyways. So it's just like a cycle. Like I never run like follower objective campaigns, because it's very, very hard to measure them, like the ROI in dollars. What I like to do is I like to book actual appointments, like leads. Those are actually trackable, and those are results that you can show your client. Be like, hey, I got you this many leads, and this is how much you made from that. And you spent $300, and I made you 1,000 or maybe 2,000. So they'll be like, oh yeah, that's cool. That's cool for me. All right, let's go here. Refresh. All right, Domingo. You want me to cover SMMA? All right, you want to go over sales, and you want to go over dropshipping and white labeling. All right. We're gonna go ahead and cover SMA first. Then we're gonna cover sales. So sales is a very, very, let's just say, a difficult thing it was a difficult thing for me to like overcome, because fear of rejection, fear of people like, oh wow, like why is he selling me this, or like what people thought of me before. But what really helped was just cold calling, and just going out there and doing it. And it's just like, you just got to do it. Like I can't really tell you how to do it. Like you can read books on it, and you can go to Grant Cardone's like programs and everything. But really, like you just got to go out there and do it. And you might have to build a portfolio first. So you might want to do it like some services for very cheap, and use them as like leverage when you're talking to new clients, and be like, oh yeah, I built this store already. I've done this already. I've helped a client do $1,000 a month extra revenue, and then people will be like, oh wow, that's really cool, and they'll like be more willing to give you their business. But honest answer is just to go ahead and do it. Like no one is good at sales in the beginning. Like trust me, I was terrible. I would always stutter. I would never know what to say. I would always say the wrong things. I would never know what to say. I just say the wrong things. I would sell them too hard. Because I was really broke before, so I would really, really need the money. But and I was like a kind of a pushover. So like you always want to be able, in sales, you always want to be willing to like pull back the offer, be like, yeah, never mind, I don't want to do it anymore for you. But I wasn't willing, so I was like middle of the meetings, I would be dropping prices. I'd be like, yeah, I do like a website design for like $500 or $1,000, and then by the end of the meeting, like they would give me rejections, and I just keep dropping the price until like we got to like 100, $200. So you guys don't want to do that. You guys always don't be like me. Like I was really bad at sales, but I got better over time. That's really the answer. Just you got to do it, and you learn. And it's hard, and it makes you feel like really, really bad sometimes. But once you master it, you never really have to worry about it anymore. Um, so you want me to cover dropshipping and white labeling? Okay. So you don't want to white label if you don't have a winning product yet, because like, all right, if you dropship a product and it's winning, and it's like an evergreen product, it's a product that can be sold over and over and over and over and over without audience exhaustion, then I would suggest white labeling. So what a good white labeling product would be like consumable products. So like a black mask. Like the black mask did really, really well, and I see a lot of companies white labeling it. And I also see like teeth whitening, like charcoal teeth whitening is doing really well. Like those kind of like reoccurring like sales, like reoccurring purchases. I would recommend you white label those kind of products, so you don't run out of your audience on Facebook, and you can remarket to the customers that you already sold to. So that's a big tip that a lot of people don't that skip over, because they don't realize like, oh yeah, like in Facebook there's a billion people. Like why can't a billion people be interested in my product? No, like there's an audience, there's a limit to how many people are going to be interested in your product. So that's very, very important for you to plan for that. If you're going to buy like 1,000 units of a product and let it sit, because like white labeling is you have to put your label on it and sell it. So and actually how to get your product white labeled, right? So all you have to do is really honestly just reach out to your supplier that you're selling already, like you're buying from already, and you're selling products and you're using them already. You go ahead and just ask them, hey, can you put my label on it? Can you put like a sticker on it? Could you put like a tag, like whatever? And then more than likely they'll be willing to do it. Some charge, some don't, depending on your relationship with them. But just ask, and it doesn't hurt to ask. And usually they'll work with you, unless they're a trading company. And even then, they'll still work with you. So just ask the company and be like, yo, I have a product that's running really well, and I would love to put my label on it. And they'll probably do it. So, what are your main sources of knowledge building, and how do you execute on those? I'm a very, very visual learner, so I like to learn from YouTube. So I go on YouTube and I learn from people like how they actually do things. So like either it's like mindset, or it's like YouTube SEO. Like yesterday I went on Alex Spector's channel. I watched YouTube SEO on his channel. And there's like, you can watch Ty's video. Like Ty's really good too. You can watch like very technical videos, like how to do like manual bidding on Facebook ads. Like you can do there's just so many things you can learn. And then what I like to do is have another browser window open, and I just execute while they're teaching. So like they're teaching it, and then I'll like either taking notes, or like taking notes on how I can apply it in my life, or actually doing it. Like if it's ads, then I'm actually doing it. So that's pretty much how I went from broke to where I am right now, learning online, and of course networking. That's also really important. I need suggestions on how to convert more clicks into form completions. I'm under 1% conversion right now. I could use some solid potential custom conversions. Are you using ClickFunnels right now, or are you using are you talking about what kind of site? It's kind of vague, but I need just like some tips on landing pages if you're doing trying to convert leads, like people who visit your site into leads. Make it simple. Don't make it too insanely pictures here, different colors. Just make it very simple. Be obviously make it look good, but don't make it too simple. Don't make it too multicolor, really frantic. Get the point across and use photos. Photos and video work very, very well. Like to give like the customer like a understanding of what it is that they're gonna get, and try to like give them value like on the landing page. Like just tell them like, oh yeah, like you'll look good, and you'll like for the beauty salon, like you might put like, oh yeah, like you'll look good, and like people will be like, wow, like your hair is so nice, or like whatever, just like really dumb like things. And you also want to make sure you're targeting the right people that come to your forum. So maybe people who visit your site aren't as high quality. So I'd recommend using, if you're doing paid traffic, I recommend you using an audience that landed on your site and using lookalikes, and those usually work really well to get you more leads. But other than that, it's just make sure your site looks good, and it's built for conversion, and make sure you're using ClickFunnels. I think ClickFunnels is very good, and they usually have really good templates for you to use. So yeah, let's see here. But yeah, like 1% is industry average. So if you're getting a 1%, you're not doing bad, but you're not doing great. Don't be too hard on yourself, but you definitely want to strive for like 2 to 3% to 4%. Like see if you can get higher. Also, page speed is really important. I forgot about that, page speed. So image optimization, always compress all your images and all your files before you put it onto the web, because when people load it, they're using like LTE, like maybe like 4G, like they're not using like Wi-Fi all the time, so it's really slow. And if they wait more than like 3 seconds, people are gonna drop off. Like if you wait like 10 seconds for a site to load, you're not gonna even bother like loading it. So make sure you have fast page speed. A software that you guys can use is Page Speed Insights by Google. So if you just Google, let's see here, Page Insights, and then you'll find it. It's from Google developers, and you can put it in your website, and they'll give you a ranking, and they'll tell you exactly what you're doing wrong. So you guys can use that to your advantage. So make sure you guys are minifying your HTML and doing all that CSS stuff that your developer or a developer could do for you. If you really, really, really want to squeeze out every ounce of the every ounce of conversion that you can get. Let's see here. Pedro, acquiring first clients for SMMA. Do you recommend using which ads works? Let me talk about this tool and one of its UGI. Can you go over maybe strategy and a product research that could help you find a great product with less time consumption? Yeah. So which ads work, and these companies always go down because they technically aren't allowed to collect Facebook ads and store them in a database. So they're always taken down, and problem with that is you're always going to be having to look for the next which ads work, or big ads, or whichever company that it comes up. They always get shut down. My favorite way of finding winning products is sorting on Facebook newsfeed. And there's obviously like different softwares you can use, like Ecom Hunt, but I'm not affiliated with any of them. But I know they exist. But my favorite way is just to go on Facebook and just search up products and be like, type in keywords. So like, get it here, grab yours now, limit time only, like these kind of like keywords, and then go in and search for them and select like, for this year it'd be 2018, and then you select, sort by whatever views or counts or something like that, and you'll see that these products will come up and over and over and over, and you'll see them, hey, this product came up again, and this product came again, like maybe I should try and test this product. And 9 times out of 10, if there's already a lot of engagement with this product, then you'll see like a lot of times that they actually win. If you just throw up an ad, and like it doesn't have to be a very complicated ad, just throw up an ad, and sometimes they go bad, but most of the times they do very well. So that's a way to find products that isn't that time consuming. You can also do let's see here. You can also search Instagram. Instagram is also a really good place to find trendy products. Hopefully it's not too loud. Someone's like talking over there. It's kind of annoying. But yeah, you can just do that. How difficult is it to create a landing page? Is it something I can do by myself, or I should outsource to someone to do it for me? Also, for the Facebook ads, do you recommend to have a continuous ad 5 days a day? Should I run for the ad for 7 days, 14 days, and stop the ads? How do I track the raw results? Number of leads, conversion? Do I use any particular software? So what we want to use is Facebook Pixel to track conversion events. So Facebook Pixel integrates with not integrates, but you have to put it in the header of the ClickFunnels page. I really don't think you need someone to do it for you. I think it's very, very easy. It's like drag and drop. If you need any help doing it, you can go ahead and YouTube it, and there's plenty of good content out there, and people willing to teach you how to do it. But yeah, definitely, unless you're very, very like not tech savvy, like extremely like anti-tech, you should be fine. Like it's not something like I learned ClickFunnels, and I'm not really a technical person, but it's pretty easy to use. They make it so it's very easy to use, so every person can like use it and see results. But yeah, Facebook ads, I do like continuous ad $5 a day, and I look at the ad for over like a span of 3 days, and if it does well over 3 days, I'll go ahead and up the budget to $10. All right, and if it does well again, I'll up it to 20, and keep going that way. But if it doesn't do well, then you have to test new things. Either test the audience or test the creative, so the ad. You have to pay attention to your CPC and your CTR. So your cost per click determines whether or not people give a crap about if they care about your offer or not. Do they care? And is your offer good, or is your ad creative like compelling? Does it tell a story? Like, does it showcase your product or service in a way where it's appealing? These are all things you have to make sure you're looking. It's not just about like the ad. You got to remember that there's a person behind your ad. When Ty did his Here in My Garage ad, it's like he did like, oh yeah, like buy this product right now, 67 steps. Like he gave a story. He did a storyline, told a story. He built out like a sales message in his video. That's something you gotta do too in order to get conversions. And yeah, as I said earlier, all I do is I use the Facebook Pixel, and it'll go ahead and track all the conversions, and that's about it. Okay. Let's see here. I keep going here. It's just past 40-minute mark, so we're almost nearing the end. So throw me any questions that you guys might have, and I'll go ahead and get them answered. But yeah, guys, as I said earlier, it's honestly like I watched so many YouTube videos about how to do like all these things, and like you guys are asking me like how to execute and like how to actually do all of these things, and like how to convert people on landing pages and how to build landing pages. All that information is outside of like, it's on YouTube already. So it's pretty easy to find. If you just do a simple YouTube search, because I'm a very visual learner, so like it might be different for you. You might want to do Google search and read an article, but I like to do it, and I like to YouTube it. So if that's you, just YouTube it, and you'll find that a lot of people have already created great tutorials on how to do these things, like how to create a landing page, how to track results on a ClickFunnels page. Like they've already been done. So if you guys can go ahead and look up these things and just follow and execute, then you guys will be good. So no problem there. Is it better to have a landing page like ClickFunnels or have a nice website that they get sent to from Facebook ad? It's always better to have a landing page, in my opinion, because they're they're proven time and time again to have a proven time and time again to have a higher conversion rate and higher just everything. Like they just convert a lot better. So I'd recommend doing that if you have the ability to do one. If not, if the client really wants the product to go, like not the product, the customer or your leads, if they really want it to go to the website, because I've seen like clients say that, like, oh yeah, just send them to my website, they'll convert. Um, First of all, I'll tell them they're wrong, but second of all, I'll just show them like, okay, well, just do it, and like show them, okay, here's a split test between a ClickFunnels page with an opt-in versus your website that they don't know where the hell to click, you know. Um, so in my opinion, it's better to have a landing page like ClickFunnels because it's just so much simpler. It's very clear cut. It's very clean. It's fast. It's optimized already. They're templates, and you'll be done like building a 3-step funnel in less than a day. Um, so yeah, I honestly recommend using a landing page. Um, so yeah, let's see here. What's something you guys are struggling with? Like, what are you guys struggling with right now? Like with the SMMA stuff or like, you know, Facebook stuff, like, just drop it below. Let me tell you some stuff that, like, some problems I had when I was doing Facebook ads and stuff like that. Problems, consistency, scalability, and testing, right? So these things are the stuff that I messed up before, and a lot of you guys will see that too. Not testing enough and not seeing sustainability. Like some days you'll get like 1 lead, and some days you get 0 leads, and some days you get 5 leads. Like how do you actually measure this, right? So it's very difficult, and it drove me insane at first. But you gotta learn to understand the metrics and what they mean. So go like you guys like for me actually probably all right. So I see ad copy here, Adam. I don't know which part of my product to focus on. You guys don't want to unless you're doing like a really expensive, really insanely expensive high ticket product. You guys don't really need to have like a very long ad copy. I personally, if you're doing like a $20 to $50 product or service, you guys like it's pretty easy. Like, oh yeah, here I come to your house and wash your car, like, or this product connects your phone to a wall and charges your phone 10 times faster. It's very simple, you know. You don't have to layer too much on your ad copy, but you do have to highlight 1 or 2 key benefits to your product. And you want to have a call to action, obviously, but your landing page is where you actually sell them. What you're selling, this is really key, guys. What you guys have to do in your ad is not sell the product. You gotta sell the click. You understand what I'm saying? Sell the click to get to your website, your landing page, your sales funnel, whatever it is. Sell the click. Get them to click. And once they've clicked, you can sell them on the product on the landing page. You guys understand what I'm saying? Don't try to sell the product right away. Sell the click. Make sense? I have a B2B product that's really hard to find and really hard to target an audience. If you have a B2B product that's really hard to target, man, I've been in that situation. It's really difficult. Like if you're targeting another business to buy like 100 units of this very expensive product, it might not be the best way to target that audience on Facebook because you have to really be a sniper. I wouldn't like that might not be a good fit for Facebook ads, and that's fine. You know, like not all products and services are meant to be advertised on Facebook and go well. So you might want to just change the product. Like that's my opinion. when you're starting your media agency, what were a few of the services you offer to gain capital fast? I have to pay off student loans and need to make income to get clients from an agency. Website design. So a lot of the older generation, they don't like designing websites, even though it's so simple. Like it's incredibly simple with the software that you have nowadays. It's super simple. Like my freaking 8-year-old's like cousin could design a website, and he's built his own WordPress site. Like, and you can do it with Wix, Squarespace, Shopify. You can do anything. There's so many sites now that offer this, and man, it's super easy. And all you have to do is be like, hey, you don't have a website. Your website looks like trash. Basically, tell them that, but don't tell them that. Don't tell them that exactly, but tell them that, and be like, I can come in and build you an amazing website, and charge them like a irresistible offer. So, what you want to do is like this is the way I would go in. I would go in and build. I would get the templates from whatever. So either WordPress templates for their site, or Squarespace or Wix or whatever website designs that you already have, like templates, and you screenshot them and you print them out and you hand it to them. Like, I can build you a website that's this good, that looks this good, that's this, like intuitive, that like strings to your phone and it looks good on mobile and it looks good on desktop. I can build all of this for you and build them like a portfolio and hand them like in this really nice folder and be like, I can build you this, and charge them like $500 to $1,000. And you'll see a lot of people be like, okay, yeah, it's $500 for a damn good website. And like you can tell them like, oh yeah, I'll maintain it for $50 a month and I'll update content, do whatever you guys need. And you'll soon start to see that a lot of these people like with shitty websites, like they'll come to you and they'll be like, yeah, I heard, buddy, you built a very nice website for my buddy here, and I'd love for you to build me a website too. And that's how you get the ball rolling and rolling and rolling. And after, it's very difficult to get the first couple clients, but once you make them really happy, it's very easy to keep it going. So it's honestly just, you just gotta do it. Just gotta do it, man. Brian Roman, hey Vince, will you ever make a dropshipping course? Hey guys, our course is launching, a beta launching next week, so follow my Instagram, you'll know about that. But I don't want to plug myself too much, but yeah, follow my Instagram if you guys want to know about that. Do you guys have any tips? Do you have any tips to grow a client Instagram account? Cross promos are really good. So cross promo on other pages. So if you're doing like, I always use this hairdresser because it's so easy to actually do this. Just do cross promos. So find pages that are relevant and make a really, really badass video and do like follow this person, like check them out, and like just do bars on top and bottom, and yeah, they'll do very, very well, like extremely, extremely well. Yeah, just cross promo it's extremely simple to grow. Like just use people who are like, either depending on your niche, if they're 100,000 followers or like 200,000 followers or 50,000 followers or a million followers, you can pay them accordingly. Like you can pay them like, hey, look, you have 200,000 followers or like 100,000 followers, I'll pay you like $50 for you to post like this video I made to promote my relevant Instagram page. So like if they're a tea shop or like hairdresser, or they're like a whatever, like there's a niche page for it, or like they're a dog salon, like that's super easy. Like there's millions of dogs pages like out there, but I like to do cross promos. And once you have like good content, Instagram will promote you organically. So it'll be less work for the same, like less work for good results and less money, obviously. Just came into the call. Did you talk about how much you charge your first clients? Yeah, Yanisha, I charge my clients really, really cheap in the beginning because I wanted to get a portfolio. Like I would do projects like for almost no money, for like literally $50 to $100 for a website design, and I would get them to be like raving about like how good I was with my like service. So I think most people just need a little portfolio to like showcase like, hey, like I built this site and my customers, my clients very happy with the design and they really like it, and just showcase it really honestly, and you'll see that most of the time like they'll be like, wow, like I really like the design, like I really like this, I really like, the stuff you do. That's super easy to charge them for that, and then you upsell them like, hey, I'll do marketing for you, and then they'll be like, oh really, like I really like your website design, so let's talk about it, and you sit them down and you be like, hey, I can get you a lot of clients, I can get you so many clients that you won't be able to like sleep at night because they'll be like knocking on your door. Like that's how many clients I can get you. And let me tell you exactly how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna run ads to cold traffic people who don't know about you. I'm gonna like show them a really badass video of you doing you and or whatever your product, and they're gonna want it and they're gonna line up outside your door waiting for it. So that's a really key. Um, it's a really key thing that you guys have to like understand. Like you guys cannot be charging your first clients $10,000 a month. Like, that's probably not going to happen, but you will be able to do that eventually down the line, like 2 months, 3 months, 4 months online. When you build a portfolio and you build up credibility, people will pay $10,000 a month to work with you. If you have a product that can ship worldwide, would you focus on just targeting people in the U.S. or you make an ad that targets all countries? I would make an ad that targets all countries, but I would start on the U.S. because the U.S. has a bigger audience of buyers, in my opinion. And once you start targeting outside, I would recommend using lookalikes of the people who've already pre-qualified themselves. For example, you either watch your video for 95%. They've watched 95% of your video. They've either visited your site, right, view content, add to cart, or they purchased, right? And then you want to use a lookalike based on these people who've already pre-qualified themselves as interested in your product or service. And after that, you just go worldwide, and you crush it. Because worldwide traffic is super cheap, so it's actually pretty easy for you guys to do that. Alex Aguilar, how would I start finding a product that people are most likely to buy without struggling so much on Shopify? I'm trying to improve my financial life, so I don't have to worry about being limited to no money. Finding a product that yeah, like I covered that earlier. Just do research on Facebook, like go over to Facebook and search it up, and do keywords like very like typical dropshipper keywords, like get this here, buy it now, limited time only, 50% off, 60% off, 70% off, 90% off, like free shipping or whatever, like these typical dropship terms. And you'll find a lot of other people who have already done the work for you and they've already found the product, and you can go ahead and just relaunch it. Lewis, what was your first time doing Facebook ads like? How were conversions? Did it take you a while to get good conversion with clients? Yeah, I sold a Facebook ad package before even knowing how to do Facebook ads. So as you can tell, that was probably very bad, but it forced me to figure it out like in a very short amount of time, like how to do Facebook ads and how to like crank it out. So obviously it wasn't really good, but definitely there was a lot of engagement. There was a lot of engagement after I learned, like okay, maybe I want to do like this instead and like this instead, like tweak it, and like watching videos and like people telling you what to do, and eventually I'll be like, what makes sense? I've been on Facebook for a while, so like what ad would work well and look good on the platform, right? So like viral content, like really engaging content works very well. So like for example, dyeing a girl's hair from black to brown wouldn't do as well as dyeing a girl's hair from black to rainbow Skittles, like color, like like those would do really well, and they cause a lot of like controversy plus like engagement. They get your brand going viral, and then you get page likes, and you get people being like, hey, I'm really interested. And so you got to be a little creative with it, but it's not that hard. Yeah, that's great. Thanks, Vince. You're welcome, Alex. We are about 5 minutes away from 3 o'clock, so if you guys have any last minute questions, go ahead and drop them in. Otherwise, if you have any more questions, you can follow me on Instagram at Vince Wang or Vince underscore Wang underscore CEO. You can just DM me, and I'm very active on Instagram, so you guys can go ahead and ask me questions. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed so far this call. Try to give you guys some good value. Um, yeah, when testing a new product, would you recommend using website conversion, view content, view content, then add to cart, then purchase since the product has no data? When testing a new product, I would recommend you doing interest targeting first. So interest-based targeting and demographic and behavioral targeting first, Brian, and then I would recommend you go ahead and do once you've built up like people watching your video. I very much so recommend video because it's a lot more engaging and it gets a lot better. Like it just gets you a lot. Facebook's very like they favor that. So I'd recommend that, and I'd also recommend using 95% video view. So like they viewed your, if you go down to custom audiences and you go to engagement and you go to video, they'll select 95% viewed video, and then you can make it look like off of 95, like people who viewed your video 95% of the way. And that's a really good audience to start off, and that's when you build that's when you build like your view content, and then that's when you build add to cart, and that's when you build website conversion. But I always like to do website conversion purchase, but you want to do lookalike audiences to supplement that. I always like to tell Facebook exactly what I want, so they know exactly what my campaign objective is, so they'll go ahead and do their best to find me it. What is the best place to research market numbers, like what's selling the most? You can do what's that site, watch count? I think, let me see your watch count. See if it's working. I remember it was, well, you can use a watch count. Yeah, watch counts up. You can use AliExpress bestsellers. You can also look at you can ask just the same thing as look at Facebook. Just look at Facebook ads that are on the newsfeed. You just Google like Facebook, not Google, Facebook. Just search in Facebook, and it'll show like it'll show exactly like what products are selling very well. If you just do a Facebook search, and exactly what I just told you, like the keywords. What are some good apps and tools to use for e-commerce? I like to use AfterShip. So it's like a shipping software. I like to use LimeSpot, like a recommendation software, a cross-selling upsell software. I like to use OCU, one-click upsell for post-purchase and you're increasing and to increase your cart value, your average order value. And I also like to use Crush Picks for photo optimization. I like to use Wheelio for exit intent email capture. I like to use Klaviyo email marketing for email marketing. I like to use, what else? Frequently bought together app. That's really good on Shopify. I like to use best currency converter for doing worldwide traffic. That's really good. There's a lot more, but if you DM me, I can send you a list. We have 2 minutes left before I'm going to hop off. So drop any last minute questions you guys have, and I'll get them answered before I go. Also, good tools would be Connect.io. It's like a retargeting pixel. Also, some good tools would be, let's see here. There's Shop Message is really good. You can also do Manny Chat. That's like really advanced. But why not? I'll drop it in there real quick. 2:59, guys. If you have any last minute questions, feel free to go ahead and send me a message. Great to have you, Kick-Ass class. Thank you. My plan pays me $300 a month plus ad in order to get as much results as possible. I'm willing to use that online money to get the client result. I'm thinking to use a white label agency to populate daily the Facebook page. I'll also create once a month ad that I will boost. I want to pay her. I want her. Ask her to pay $150 in ad. There's $100 of my own money to boost the ad. That doesn't sound like I don't know if she won't pay. Yeah, I doesn't seem like you know how to run Facebook ads. I wouldn't recommend you boosting that. I recommend you going to Business Manager and going to your Ads Manager, and go ahead and launching an ad directly from there and using a. You can use a page post, but I recommend you doing. Don't boost it because it'll go everywhere. Just boost it to like really broad audience. But you want to do you want to do a sniper. You want to be a sniper in this game. So you want to target the people. If it's a local business, you want to target the vicinity, and you want to do like all these other things. Like you just got to do like Ads Manager, and I wouldn't ask her to use $150 in ads spend before you get results. I want you to run like a $5 ad a day, $5 a day ad on your Ads Manager, and go ahead and see if you can get results from that. And after you've made a video, make sure you make a video and see if people will actually engage with it. What's your CTR? What's your CPC? Make sure your CTR is like around a 1 to 3%. If it drops below 1%, like CTR all. So if it drops below 1%, or if it's below 1% the whole time, it's not an engaging video, or the offer is bad. If your CPC is over $3 after $5 spent, that means your offer is not engaging. It doesn't like people don't care about your offer. So go ahead and restructure your offer so that it's more engaging. But I don't think you should ask for money yet. I think you should just get results and then ask for money. It's easier to do that. It's like, hey, I got you this result, now give me more money. Did you naturally find yourself in e-commerce and social media world, or did you find it through your strengths and weaknesses? I built strengths first, and then I pivoted to e-commerce. So I had an agency before, I built skills, and then I pivoted to e-com. This is your Facebook ads, or do you solely use Facebook ads, or I use Facebook ads only, man, Brian. I find it to be the easiest for me. Dana, did you focus on big business or small ones? Small ones at first, and then medium size after. And then I actually didn't do any big business because I pivoted to e-com before I actually got to the big ones. Thanks for taking time on call. Is your SMMA business branch off or of a LLC in Massachusetts? Do you have a my social media marketing agency is actually closed. I don't do marketing for anybody because I do marketing for my own businesses now. Like I'm my own social media marketing agency for my own businesses, if that makes sense. But yeah, it is over 3 o'clock, 3:03. I'll be hopping off right now. But thank you guys so much for hopping on and just listening and getting some value. Really happy to have been able to share this content with you guys. If you guys have any more questions, if you're seeing this on the replay, you guys can go ahead and DM me on Instagram, and I'll go ahead and answer your questions. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy that, and see you guys later. Thank you so much.